magandang umaga, tanghali at gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome to our, oh my God, anong sasabihin ko dito? Session or what? I'm very excited because it's been such 2 to 3 months after ng lockdown nakapagbigay ulit ako ng content sa YouTube. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Kamusta po ang pageant world ngayon sa inyo? Nakakaloka. If mapupush through talaga ang virtual pageant ng Miss Earth. And I'm very excited to introduce to you two of my very good friends, my panelists for today. At tatanungin po natin sila kung ano yung thoughts nila when it comes to virtual pageant. First is one of my good friends from Rappler, Alexa Villano.
Hello, Mars. It's been a while. Halos 2 buwan na. And here we are again. Just a brief background, no? So my name is Alexa Villano. I am one of the lifestyle and entertainment reporters for Rappler. I've been covering the pageant scene for Rappler for 6 years, actually turning 6 years this May. So later on, I'll share my thoughts about the changes or what's going to possibly happen in the next few months.
Thank you, Alexa. And also, one of my good friends, siya po yung nag-handle. If hindi nyo pa po nalalike yung page niya, please do so. Like the page of one of my good friends. Very good content when it comes to pageantry. And ang ganda po ng content niya kasi all about positivity when it comes to pageantry. Millennial Quinologist himself, JD Khan!
Hi, I don't know, good evening or good morning to everyone, whatever your time zone is. My name is JD Khan, and I am Millennial Quinologist. That's my Facebook page. And I've been a big pageant fan as when I was a child pa, even way back in 1994. And my thing is I'm all about analyzing and understanding beauty pageants. That's why the content of my page, Millennial Quinologist, is focusing more on the positive side of beauty pageants. Because aside from doing my Facebook page, I'm also a personality development trainer. So I help some girls with their Q&As and how they should carry themselves, especially when they're dealing with people in social media. Of course, kung paano rin nila dalahin ang sarili nila in public. So, yeah, that's my background. And thank you for having me today, Franz.
Welcome! So, yun na nga, nakikita nyo sa description box ngayon, mga Mars, na ang topic natin ngayon is, kaya na bang mag-handle ng Philippines ng virtual pageant? That is our topic for today, and I'm very happy because yung aking dalawang panelists ngayon is ang bibigat ng credentials po nila. Hindi po basta-bastang mga pageant fan lang because one of them is from Rappler, one of the reputable multimedia when it comes to news, and also Millennial Quinologist is one of the biggest factor nowadays when it comes to pageantry. Mga Mars Alexa and Mars JB, mauna po ako sa inyo, Mars Alexa from Rappler. What are your thoughts when it comes to virtual pageant?
Honestly, Mars Franz, when I first heard about it, the first thing that came into my mind is, talaga ba mangyayari to? Because let's be honest, we know naman how the pageants really do, how pageants really go. There has to be an interaction. Now, as to how this is going to happen, how the format will be, we will have to find out. Kasi I've heard a lot of stories. I've heard a lot of chismis lately. That, of course, we all know Miss Philippines Earth will likely push through. I heard May 24, if I'm not mistaken. I want to know how it will go until there is a set of rules that's going to be coming from the organizers themselves. I will really not try to comment much kasi ang hirap eh. it may work, it may not work. So right now, I'm still in the middle of it. We will really have to find out how it will go. But of course, we all know technology now really plays a big part of what's happening. Nobody wanted this pandemic to happen. So all of us right now, normally we would sit next to each other doing these types of discussions, but here we are doing it via Zoom. So yes, it remains to be seen how it's going to work out. But I'm also excited what are the opportunities, because we all know that when a crisis normally happens, opportunities come in. So there is a positive side to that.
All right. Thank you, Mars Alexa. And also, Mars JB. Question ko sa'yo, ready na ba ang Philippines sa virtual pageant? And ano yung tingin mo ang magiging impact nito sa Philippine pageantry, yung virtual pageant ng Miss Earth Philippines? Ano yung thoughts mo dito?
Okay, is the Philippines ready now to do a virtual pageant? Honestly, I can't answer for that right now. I can only hope for the best, but as Alexa mentioned earlier, crisis brings opportunities. And when I heard about the plan of Miss Earth Philippines Earth, na-excite ako simply because it's a new thing. We are entering a new decade. We're already done with the golden era of Philippine pageantry. And now in 2020, moving forward, it's an entirely new decade. So I think what Miss Philippines Earth is doing is that they're setting precedent. So basically, sila yung nauuna. They're making history here. They may not be following any rules right now because they're breaking any rules in the rule book. Sila ang nagsiset ngayon ng rules. And I think what they will do will affect the other pageants, especially Binibining Pilipinas and Miss Universe Philippines. Yung tanong ready, I think it depends if they already tapped the right agency or the right third party to help them with their virtual pageant. Because I worked before with an advertising agency, and we've been doing this. We've been doing live events, live coverages. Ito talagang mga companies, they specialize in this. If the organization tap the right people, then I believe that this can work. How can it affect everyone? Obviously, we cannot have any mass gatherings. That is practically against the law. And of course, we have to value everyone's lives first. Kasi yun naman ang point ng pageants. The reason why we have pageants is to help inspire, encourage, and empower people. How can we do that if we don't have people who are alive anymore? So I think this is very simple. This will set the bar for everyone else. So I am very excited. So those are my thoughts.
Ako naman, yung thoughts ko when it comes to the pageant industry, when it comes to virtual pageant, is very bold move yung ginawa ni Miss Earth Philippines. Kasi ang daming masasakripisyo, one of which is sponsorship. Siyempre, kailangan din ng isang organization ng sponsorship. So, ile-let go nila yung sponsorship na yon. Also, paano nila i-tackle when it comes to pag-determine ng girls kung sino yung mananalo? Yun yung question ko ngayon, how they can determine the girls kung paano sila manalo. And also, yun nga, yung sinabi ni Mars Alexa kanina that physical involvement, walang ganun na nangyari ngayon sa pageant, sa Miss Earth pageant. Kasi, syempre, each organization ngayon para sa akin, one factor na rin ngayon para kumuha sila ng girl na magre-represent sa kanila internationally is attitude. Paano nila ngayon makikita yung girls when it comes to their working attitude? Diba? So, yun lang yung thoughts ko. Madaming challenges at madaming opportunities ang mangyayari sa virtual pageant. I myself, I'm very excited, both excited and nervous when it comes to May 24. Excited ako, one, kung paano mapupull off ng Miss Earth organization yung, yung pageant nila. Nervous, paano kapag may glitch na nangyari? So yun lang talaga yung kinakatakutan ko. And Mars Alexa, question. Sa virtual pageant, ano yung mga pros na dapat i-consider natin when it comes to hunting virtual pageant?
For me, the virtual pageant, if they are really pushing, which I'm seeing like about 70% na, because Miss Lorraine Shook was apparently interviewed already about this. The one positive thing that I see about it is if it's gonna be recorded, Mars Franz, you know, you can edit it. Remember, ang live, hindi mo yan may edit eh, 'di ba? That's why 'di ba, remember pag take us live, merong pinauulit. So there's a chance for that. Of course, we can still have a contest to watch, which is something, you know, we really need something that's something na pangpatanggal ng nervousness, ng maiba naman na balita, because really, you know, at the end of the day, pageants are still a form of entertainment, and I'm sure once we're going back to general quarantine, maghahanap ng form of entertainment ng tao, but with certain limitations. And I think, yeah, you know, doing a virtual contest might be a big help for that.
How about you, Mars JB? Ano yung mga positive side of staging a virtual pageant this time?
The first thing that came to my mind when I heard about this is that mangunguna ngayon ang Philippines in terms of the pageant scene, simply because I think we are the first one who will do this in the entire world, or the entire earth rather. So this will already set us as a powerhouse, someone who's innovating, someone who's leading the way, someone who is forging even if there is a pandemic. So as Mars Alexa mentioned, that yes, this is a form of entertainment, and it's exactly what it is. And aside from pageants, there's also something that I'm into right now. I'm very much into RuPaul's Drag Race. And in relation to that, a lot of fans of that reality show are also thinking, how are they going to stage the finale, considering the situation right now?
Yeah.
I think we'll also do it virtually. So if, for example, we will do that, and there will be another situation, like, let's say, a show from the US will do that too, that will position the Philippines in a much better position, lalo na pag sa mundo ng entertainment and pageantry, because we're innovating. Another positive thing that I see here is that, ito, na-mention mo to kanina, Mars Franz, about how are the girls gonna be judged. I think laging magiging seryoso yung mga girls when it comes to their preliminary activities moving forward, let's say for the next coming years, kasi hindi na lang nakadepende sa coronation night ito. Everything will be judged on how they carry themselves during their preliminary activities, how they handle the social media. Kasi pag naging virtual na ang situation, like right now, even our meeting, lahat ng nakikita dito sa ating camera right now, everything matters. Kapag wala na dito, we will lose everything from our past experiences. So, magiging factor na ngayon to how they interacted with the people in the past. So, yun, feeling ko mga magagandang bagay sa virtual pageants.
Well, ako naman, yung positive side ko when it comes to this virtual pageant is, nasabi nyo na rin na this is the very first time that any pageant in this crisis is only in the Philippines na nangyari.
Yeah.
And we are setting hopefully kung ma-pull off talaga to, we are setting a high standards when it comes to staging a virtual pageant. One good thing also din dito is, syempre, nakatutok lahat ngayon ng ng tao sa social media. So, ang maganda dito is, if ever na pati yung mga tao is one of the judges, bayanihan type ng pageant ito, kasi baka 50-50 yung magiging criteria dito, para siyang PBB or reality show na 50-50.
Yeah.
So parang it's a bayanihan thing din. So yun siguro yung mga positive side of this virtual pageant na magaganap comes May 24. I am very excited. We're waiting for the actual instructions of Miss Earth Philippines for their finale. Mars, Alexa, kung may positive side ang virtual pageant, alam ko na merong negative side and medyo madabi-dabi ito. So Mars, let's enumerate yung mga hesitations natin of having a virtual pageant.
Personally, Mars, Franz, there's a lot, sabi mo. But I'll stick to two things. Kasi these are the two things I will really be looking out for. Na-mention na to, one is glitch. While technology is a helpful tool, it also has its problems. And remember, as basing on my experience covering, okay, Miss Philippines Earth, Miss Earth, ang isa sa mga reklamong napapansin ko through the years is when they go live, masyadong palaging it's either two things, choppy, mabagal. So, the Philippines, the internet in this country is not exactly first world. So that's one. Glitches. There's a lot of glitches. And number two, for me, it's still about, as you mentioned also, how the judging. Because remember, Miss Philippines Earth has is being judged for three things, right? Figure and form, intelligence, and voice, if I'm not mistaken. But they have three categories, and that plays a big factor. So ngayon, how will they be able to do this through the virtual competition, and being fair at the same time, that I have to see how it will really work. But definitely my priority is the glitches, kasi technology will really play a big factor in this one.
Thank you, Mars Alexa, for that thoughts. And also, Mars JV, ano naman sa'yo ang masasabi mong medyo umatras ka ng konti nung nalaman mo na magbe-virtual pageant na si Miss Earth? Ano yung mga hesitations mo, Mars?
My number one hesitation is all about, of course, it's about the Philippines. Kasi this is gonna be the first time that it will be done by Miss Philippines Earth. And if this will be executed properly, ang ganda ng Pilipinas dyan. Kasi although it's Miss Philippines Earth, Pilipinas ang organizer eh. So, it's that. However, it's really a make or break situation. This can either elevate Miss Philippines Earth further, and our country will be on the forefront of pageantry, or if it doesn't really go well, it can destroy the credibility of not just the organization, but how we do pageants here in the Philippines. So yun yung sa akin. Malaking factor yung technology, as mentioned by Mars Alexa, but other than that, this is really a test of how prepared, how organized, and how creative the production of the Miss Philippines Earth pageant. Kasi the difference between virtual and yung sa actual, for virtual, you have to prepare twice or three times simply because it's a new territory. People don't know it, but of course you have to convince people that this is a good medium. And at the same time, papasok dito, gaano pa talaga sila kahanda at gaano sila ka-invested. Again, this is a make or break situation for the organization. And of course, one more thing before I forget, yung emotional toll nito sa girls. Kasi of course, the candidates will also have to prepare for this. They have to set up their cameras and all that. Kawawa naman yung mga wala masyadong resources. Not everyone ay mayaman. Hindi naman lahat, like ako, example na lang, no, for this meeting, I don't have a beautiful apartment, so I just chose this plain wall. Maliit lang kasi yung space ko. Pero paano yung girls? What if they have to do this and they don't live in a beautiful home? Let's say maraming tao or the space is so small. I think that will be a disadvantage for them. So as always, nothing is fair, but the imbalance will just be glaring lang. So those are my concerns.
Yun. Also, in my part naman, unfair sa girls, for me, unfair sa girls na hindi nila ma-embrace kapag sila na yung winner. Kasi parang paano ang hirap ngayon. Nahihirapan ako ngayon when it comes to virtual pageant is yun nga, yung parang what if ikaw manalo, 'di ba? Wala kang crowning moment, wala kang ganito ganyan. So, yun lang siguro yung thoughts ko dito. And also Mars, if ever na 50-50 ang chances ng mga girls, or hindi naman 50-50, parang 50-50 yung judging criteria. Kamusta yung mga girls na hindi masyadong kilala? Na-gets nyo?
Yes.
What if hindi masyadong kilala yung girls? So yung girls ba na masyadong kilala na when it comes to pageantry, sila ba yung may malaking chances of winning? Kasi hindi pa talaga nila ngayon nasasabi sa atin kung ano yung criteria at kung paano sila magsistage ng pageant na ito, and how can they assess girls na makapasok sa top 15 man lang. And also, kapag top 5 na, paano yung process nila when it comes to final Q&A? Yun yung mga thoughts ko when it comes to this pageant virtually. So, hopefully, mga Mars na nanonood ngayon sa channel ko, comment down below kung ano yung mga thoughts nyo naman when it comes to pageant industry natin ngayon sa Philippines, na nagpo-push tayo ngayon ng virtual pageant, most especially sa Miss Earth this coming May 24. Mars Alexa and Mars JV, last statement before we end our vlog today. Mars Alexa, what is your last statement when it comes to staging Miss Earth in virtual pageant?
Okay. For me, as I said earlier in my statement, no, it still remains to be seen how it will work. JV already mentioned it. If this really works, yes, we will be pioneering something different. And I don't think other competitions have thought about it yet. But I also like to know, I really am hoping that if this pushes through, it will work. And at the same time, another thing pala that I saw as an advantage to this is that, you know, the candidates will themselves will now be forced to up their game. So, you know, it's basically showing this is their chance to show themselves to us online. So when the competition is there, I'm looking forward how it's going to happen, and see if it works, then it's good. But if it doesn't, there's always what we can, we can make suggestions that if they will really push through with this in the future, we can make suggestions. And I think that organizations will be very open to, to talking to us fans, to us media in particular, because there's always a room for improvement. So let's wait and see. And then afterwards, maybe there will be another chance to review everything and make those recommendations.
All right. Thank you, Mars Alexa, and also Mars JB. What are your last statements sa vlog natin ngayon?
I am very excited. This is an amazing opportunity. Although, as I mentioned earlier, that this can be a double-edged sword, make it or break it all for Miss Philippines Earth. I am very excited because this is simply innovation in the world of pageantry. And of course, me naman, Mars Franz. I'm all about, breaking out of the box, breaking the rules, trying to reinvent different situations. So that's why I am excited for this. And as Mars Alexa mentioned, that yes, this is now an amazing opportunity for the candidates to really showcase Are they just beauty queens? Are they just beautiful? Or are they really leaders? Because I think Miss Philippines Earth is looking for a leader, someone who can champion for our planet, someone who can champion for the change and embracing our situation and making the most out of it. I think that is the direction na dapat ngayon ng mga beauty pageants and of course our beauty queens. And this is just a funny thing. Since you mentioned kanina, Mars Franz, about the crowning moment, they might not have that moment. Nako, maybe they should consider, tying up or having a sponsor like Lala Move or Grab or I don't know, ang cast para pag nanalo, ipadala agad yung corona para suotin or silly things like that. But I am generally excited. This is room for innovation. It shows creativity. It shows how we as Filipinos, we know how to be resourceful and deal with the situation with smiles on our faces.
Thank you, Mars JV. And also, last statement ko, first thing is curious. Second thing is excited. Curious ako kung paano ma-stage ang virtual pageant na ito. Curious ako kung paano nila mapapasok ang swimsuit at evening gown and most especially the Q&A. And excited ako for the new set of queens on how they will carry their reign kasi sila ang kauna-unahang queens ng virtual pageant. Yun lang siguro yung masasabi ko. And also, Mars, Alexa, and Mars JV, I'm very, very thankful sa inyong dalawa sa pag-join sa aking content sa aking YouTube now. And mga Mars, don't worry because after the coronation on May 24, magkikita-kita ulit kaming tatlo para sa review namin and we will see kung anong thoughts nila talaga, yung final thoughts nila sa staging ng Miss Earth 2020. And before we end our vlog, don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below and hit the like button na rin, mga Mars. Thank you, Mars Alexa and Mars JV. And also, mga Mars, thank you talaga ngayon sa Miss Earth 2020 because they are parang 20th year nila ngayon. So parang bongga talaga. Gumawa talaga sila ng ibang pamamaraan para makilala sila. So, thank you everyone and God bless you all. Bye!